Queen's Marque. I'm Brendan Wilton from Trim Landscaping, and behind me is the project that we've been nominated for the Canadian Landscape Awards this year. It's a beautiful public project that is a private development with a public space incorporated. There's all kinds of challenges and fun stuff that we encountered during the course of the project, from the initial design all the way through to final construction over the course of about 3 years. So in order to get the red maples to grow in this area, we had to elevate them in soil cells and surround them with a cast-in-place wall that has been cladded with various different materials to provide seating, steps, and changing grade. Throughout the course of this project, these trees are some of the most important, and reason being is that they really light up bright red in the fall, and overnight there's lights embedded in the pavers to light them up. Just wanted to show you one of the restaurants that we completed for the developer. There's 13 of them here on the property, and this is one of the high-end restaurants called Drift, and the customer wanted us to create planters to soften up some of the building, as well as cedar slat, modern sort of looking delineation for licensing. This plaza provided us with many challenges throughout the course of construction, starting with the tidal water. Behind you is the Atlantic Ocean, and as we went to go dig for some of the structures along this side of the property, we found that the tide was actually coming up into our excavation all the way back to the street. And so we had to time all of our construction. So each one of these trees are all in a conjoining soil cell to help with the health of the trees, drainage structures, as well as concrete cast-in-place planters. The other challenges that were provided to us by the customer was this big, beautiful, colorful wall behind us, which was all completed with shotcrete in order to create the curves to give it a Peruvian style for this specific bar. This is one of my favorite parts of the project, and is always lively, with lots of people traveling up and down to come in and enjoy the space. So this is Lower Water Street, and we were responsible for everything from the curb in, creating a bike path, granite cobbles as a delineation and tactile strip, as well as these big beautiful trees that started off as a 100 mm caliper. The other interesting piece are the rack line benches, and they're pushed and pulled in and out on purpose. And the rack line is the seaweed line that's left with the tide on the beaches, and so it's a bit of an ode to our Nova Scotia heritage and the beaches that we have here. Landscape like this doesn't come together without partners. First off, starting on the design side, Fathom and Brackish Design Studios were instrumental in the landscape architecture, as well as Break House. So the main suppliers for this project was Polycore for the granite, Permacon and Shaw Brick, who supplied the pavers, Dutchmaster Nurseries, who supplied the plant material, and City Green, who supplied the soil cells to put them in. There's certainly many more that I missed that played an influential part in the process, so it takes a village to bring a whole project like this together.